Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to the conference committee, presenter, and all participants. On this occasion, I would like to present a paper titled Structural Mitigation of Landslide in North Sumatra. First of all, I would like to show brief review about myself. My name is Nobria Usni. I am a researcher at Research and Development Agency of North Sumatra Province since 2011 until now. My education background is a Magister Science at the Management of Natural Resources and Environment from University of North Sumatra. Okay, the background of my paper is North Sumatra Province located in subduction zone, regionally tectonically located in the subduction zone where the Indian and Australian plates sink under the Eurasian plate, according to Wang, Bradley, Wei, and Wu, 2018. So the location making it vulnerable to earthquake, volcanic eruption, and ground movement. In 2011, recorded 3 events, landslide in North Sumatra, that occur as a result of landslide on cliff caused by high rainfall and steep slope, according to research of Sulaiman, 2011. Based on the data of Center for Geological and Volcanological Disaster Mitigation of Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, that periodically publishing land movement data for each region in Indonesia, the data is useful for the province or regency or city in compiling spatial planning and land use as part of landslide disaster mitigation. However, this data has not been used optimally in spatial planning, so that landslide often occur in settlement or residential area and cause losses. National Disaster Management Authority has conducted disaster risk assessment and concluded that landslide hazards are in the third place to watch out for in North Sumatra. There are 27 cities, districts in North Sumatra that are prone to landslide hazard. Some of them are Sop Tapanuli, Mandailing Natal, Karo, Deli Serdang, Simalungut, Humbang Masundutan, and Pakpak Barat. Some literature review of this research, according to Rahman, Sueb, and Nurman, 2018, the causes of landslide in North Sumatra are very diverse, such as in Sibolangit district, Deli Serdang, Regency, due to rainfall, rock type, soil type, slope, and land use. According to Highland and Bob 2008, landslides are closely related to processes that occur scientifically in a landscape. Landslide is a term used to describe the movement of soil, rock, and slope organic matter under the influence of gravity, as well as the shape of the land resulting from this movement. Based on the research of Ulum 2014, landslide also have an impact on society, including psychological impact, economic impact, social impact, and the political impact. Aim of this study is to identify the form of structural mitigation for landslide in North Sumatra in accordance with landslide condition. Data and methodology, research time. This research conducted during April to August 2019, which take location in Deli Serdang, Karo, Mainlatang, and Simalungun Regency. So there are 4 regency which is choose to be the location of the research. The research location chosen where the district will have low disaster management capacity and high risk. The primary data comes from interview and documentation of distribution of landslide and the mitigation effort that have been carried out. For the secondary data, come from technical report and previous research related to landslide mitigation in the study area. For this research subject, there are Provincial Regency, Regional Disaster Management Agency, and Research and Development Center for Watershed Management Technology in Solo, center of Java. Research method using qualitative descriptive, and for the data analysis, using a qualitative analysis and discussion with expert to answer research problems. Result and discussion. Each research location have a different risk index, but for overall, landslide hazard index of North Sumatra province is in the high class with a hazard area of 1.9 billion acres. The landslide vulnerability is included in the high class with an exposed population of more than 600,000 people, with potential physical and economic losses in the high category, reaching more than 8 billion rupiah. The level capacity of North Sumatra against landslide is in the low category, while the risk level is in the high class. The difference between this location is in the landslide risk index. For example, the landslide risk index for Deli Serdang and Karo is in the low to medium category, while for the Mandailing Natal, the landslide risk index in the medium to high category, while in the Simalungun, the potential area of landslide hazard reaches 46,000 acres, and at the level of high class with population exposed to 60,000 people, and at level medium. Here are the condition of the landslide distribution in each location. As you can see, the first picture is the landslide in the causeway in Desa Marjandi Tengah, Kecamatan Gunung Meriah of Deli Serdang Regency. The landslide in this area is affected of the excavation of the non-metallic mineral and rock, which is doing by the community around there. Since the Authority for Energy and Mineral Resources transfers to the province, the Regency have no authority to monitoring the excavation activity, so that they cannot do anything to prevent the landslide that occur because the excavation activity. And the second picture in Tanah Jawa district in Simalungun Regency, this gorge erosion caused by the water flow into the weak area, so that it location in the agricultural land. It makes the land become a small spool, so that it breaks the agricultural area of the community. And the last picture is the landslide that occur in the residential area. As you can see, this is a small house of the community. And that is the landslide, the material that come from the up. This is a location in the Semangat Gunung Village, di Kecamatan Merdeka of Karo Regency. In Karo, through 2017, there are 4 landslides occur. Not only on the residential area, but also in the causeway, which is in the Desa Gunung Seribu, Gunung Sinembah, and Sikunca. While in the 2018, the landslide also occurred in 3 villages, respectively in Bandar Baru, Marinding, and Negara Village. It caused bridge damage, but did not cause casualties. Meanwhile, for the Mandailing Natal and Simalungun Regency, landslide occurred due to land subsidence due to erosion of water flow and high rainfall. Landslide occur in residential area in Deli Serdang and Karo, even though the landslide sign have been installed, but the community still lives in the location and refuse to be relocated. based on the distribution location of the landslide. So this research proposed mitigation effort for the 3 location. Okay. Number 1, landslide mitigation on the causeway. Based on interview and discussion with expert on BP2TP DAS, determining the direction of landslide mitigation to an area can be done through the following activities. Identification of the factor causing landslide is useful for knowing the level of landslide vulnerability as a reference in determining the appropriate direction of landslide mitigation. The recommendation mitigation measure for landslide area that are on the causeway, where landslide originate from cliffs beside the road body, namely the soil and water conservation method, which is carried out for the purpose of slope stabilization in areas prone to slow landslide. So this is the blueprint of the soil and water conservation. The number 2, landslide mitigation in strata planting, which is agroforestry system. Apart from being able to form soil organic matter, also improve soil structure and make the soil more stable and affect slope stability. In the research area, the multi-strata planting have not implemented wholly because only in Karo, the community have initiative to propose the seed of the trees to the government so that they can plant it on their plan. Vegetation that is well adapted can provide root strength in binding soil aggregation and as a pillar of landslide protection. According to Ervandi 2013, by managing vegetation on sloping agricultural land, it can help overcome land damage due to landslide. Besides that, vegetation with fruit trees can provide additional yields for farmers to increase the economy. And the last is the mitigation effort for landslide in people fields or garden. The method proposed is the gorge erosion mitigation techniques that is adapted to the type and shape of ravines. Techniques to reduce flow volume include increasing water flow retention and increasing soil surface infiltration through mechanical and vegetative measures such as terracing, mounds, and planting trees and grass. According to Doni et al. 2018, another technique involves diverting runoff water in the catchments or directly into river. Meanwhile, to stabilize the body, physical refine is done by controlling the edge of the cliff by making terrace or by using plants or grasses that can inhibit the development of the edge of the cliff. So there are 3 affected in 3 areas. So the conclusion of the study area, the recommended structural mitigation are A, method of soil and water conservation, B, planting strata system, and C, gap control structure. Mitigation modeling that involves many parties is recommended so that all parties know their roles and functions in mitigating landslide. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for the time and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.